Hey guys, this is Priscilla from the Energetic Body. I am so excited you guys are here. This is the first class of intuitive training, and today we're going to be going over how to run at Earth and cosmic energy, setting up energetic protections, releasing energy that's not yours, releasing trapped energy in your field, calling your energy back, the basics of energy, and the basics of information. So I just wanted to go over a couple of things before I get started. Every week, I will be doing a 15 to 20-minute guided meditation, and it'll be going through the tools that we used in that class. These meditations are so helpful because I'm giving you that step-by-step training of what we just practiced. And so it really helps solidify everything that we learned. So please take advantage of those. They will help your practice improve so much quicker. And it just takes a little bit of time every single day. This training does include a 45-minute private energy check with me, but you're going to want to wait to book that until after we've completed class 3. And so that energy check, that's where you'll be able to practice all of your tools that you've learned, and I'll be connecting to your energy and going through that with you. These sessions give you that validation that you're doing things right. I understand, when we're working with energy, right? For me, I was like, am I doing this right? And so that's what that session's for. But you're going to want to wait till after week 3. Also, in week 3 and week 6, I'm going to be doing group energy healing sessions. So it's totally okay if you can't attend live because I am able to call your energy in. The first group healing is going to be the removing the fear blocks, and the second one is going to be removing intuition blocks. There will also be 7 different somatic healings, and these will be for each of the 7 chakras. So these will be added to your guys' account after class 3, because class 3 is when you get introduced to your healing guide, and you will be using your healing guide in these somatic healings. And I will be walking you through step by step how to work on each of those chakras. So this is one of my favorite parts of the training because anytime in the future, if you're working on specific blockages, you can go back to those meditations anytime you want. And it's so helpful to go back through training when you're getting that step-by-step guidance, walking you through with what to do. And there also will be energy healing embedded in there on top of that. Those will be coming week 3, and I'm so excited to share those with you guys because they're going to create such big shifts with you guys so quickly. And guys, just remember, if you have any questions, I'm available by text, and I will record video sessions for any questions that you guys have, and then I'll add those to the members area. So please feel free to reach out to me. So just a little bit about my background. I have gone through the beginning and advanced programs through the Berkeley Psychic Institute. I trained under Dr. Lauren Cielo, and I currently am continuing my training with a medical intuitive right now. So I also worked in the holistic medical space for a little bit. And so I bring quite a few different things to the table, but this course is really all about teaching you how to heal yourself and really tap into your intuition and start working on those blocks. Energy healing and your energetic health, it's similar to your physical health, right? You don't get sick overnight. You can't heal overnight. And it's the same way with energy, right? We have to start peeling back layers, and you can learn to do this work yourself. And some of these tools are tools you're going to want to use every single day. When it comes to working with energy, it's all about your intention and not getting in your own way. One thing I always tell people, I don't like working with people that don't believe in what I do, because just like I can use my intentions to help heal someone by moving energy, right? They can also block me. And so It's similar with you working with energy, right? Your biggest roadblock isn't that you can't do it. It's going to be you getting in your own way. So in this training, we will be working on that. How do we quiet that ego that's telling us we can't, right? But it's all about just letting go, opening yourself up. I promise you can do it. And you're going to know how to work with energy by the end of this class. It sounds really silly, but one of the most helpful things when working with energy, if you're ever starting to get anxiety or stress, right, and your mind's telling you you can't do it, have amusement and just start laughing. And for me, it was hard for me to just start laughing when I didn't feel like laughing, but I promise it'll help. Even if you don't think anything's funny, just start laughing. So you're always going to be protected with what we're doing. You're always going to be safe. Just have amusement and have fun. And please remember, use those meditations that go with class because a little bit of practice every single day, it builds so fast. By the end of this course, you're going to know how to work on yourself, but you're also going to be able to know how to work with others. And you're also going to be able to really tap into that creative energy. You're going to know how to protect your energy. You're going to be able to release energy that's not yours and stop taking on other people's thoughts and emotions and feelings as your own. This first class is so important and I can't wait. And just remember, relax. I promise you, you can do this. Just relax, let go, have fun, have amusement. So we're going to get started. And in this class, we're going to go over the 6 fundamental tools. This is going to be the base of everything that we do. So we're going to learn to ground our energy. We're going to learn how to get in the center of our head. We're going to learn golden suns. And this is where we're going to learn to call back all of our energy or calling in any energy that we want. Then we're going to learn to run earth and cosmic energy. We're going to learn protection roses, and we're going to be able to make it so people aren't able to take our energy. We're going to learn exploding roses, and those exploding roses is how we move things we don't want out of our space. Before I get started with the first meditation, I wanted to talk about a couple of symptoms that you may experience because they're completely normal. Your eyes might start watering when we're moving energy. Sometimes you'll yawn, and this is why I don't do Zoom calls on my sessions because when I am helping release all of this energy, a lot of times I'm yawning a lot and it looks weird. And I don't want people to be like, what is she bored? What's going on? And so for me, I yawn a lot. So that's completely normal if it happens to you. And that's a very common thing to feel when you're releasing energy. So all of the meditations that I do isn't about clearing your mind, right? These are all working meditations. So all of the meditations, you'll be guided and you'll be taking steps and taking actions as we go throughout the meditation and moving energy throughout your body. And remember, I promise you can do it. Just let go, release, trust in yourself. And I promise you can do it. It's all just about intention, believing in yourself, and letting go. I promise anyone can do it. And for all of our meditations, you will be sitting with your feet flat on the ground. Make sure not to cross your feet. And this is how we're going to connect to that earth energy. And the great thing about this practice is you can connect to the earth energy with your intentions wherever you want. You can do it when you're on an airplane. You can do it on the 30th floor. And grounding is so good for your body. And you have the power with your intentions to connect and pull up that earth energy anytime you want. So we're going to get started. Feet on the ground. Make sure your back feels supported. I want you to take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Close your eyes and just relax. Beautiful. I want you to slowly bring your awareness to where your feet touch the floor. And from this awareness, I want you to focus on the base of your spine where your body touches the chair. And this is where your first chakra, also called your root chakra, is located. Next, to your side, I want you to create a grounding cord, a hollow tube, and make it any color that you want. That hollow tube will be about hip width distance, about the size of a telephone pole. Next, you're going to take the end of that cord and pull it up over your first chakra like a sock and attach it up above that belly button, right where your second chakra is. Just remember, if you don't see anything, that's fine. Maybe you'll just know what color it is. Maybe you'll feel it, right? Not everyone sees things clairvoyantly. We sense things in different ways. So just remember, nothing's wrong. Everything the way that you do it is right. So this is going to be your grounding cord. And again, all you need is your intentions. Next, we're going to send the other end of that grounding cord deep, deep down, all the way to the center of the earth. Notice whatever you notice. And once you get to the center of the earth, I want you to plug the end of that grounding cord in. For me, I like to visualize a crystal of the day that I plug into, but do whatever resonates with you. Once you have that cord plugged in, I want you to bring your intention back to the base of your seat. And I want you to notice a button. This can appear however it appears to you. If you don't see it, just sense it. And once you're ready, I want you to use your intentions, press that button, and just let go. Let the gravitational pull of the earth start pulling energy that's not yours, and any energy that gets in the way of you tapping into your intuition, and start sending it down that grounding cord. For me, sometimes it'll kind of pull my back and straighten it up a little bit, and just use your intentions. Release any energy that's not yours, any energy that's no longer serving you, and any energy that gets in the way of you tapping into your intuition. Take a moment to take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and just notice what you notice. See if you feel anything in your body. Is there anything shifting for you? Is anything coming to your awareness? Now we're going to spend a little time focusing on just releasing energy that gets in the way of tapping into our intuition. Just use your intentions. Your body will listen. Let's release any energy in the way of you tapping into your intuition and learning how to run energy today. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just let go. You don't need to know what you're releasing. You just have to set your intention. Your body will listen to you. We never want to be holding on to energy that's not ours. It can influence our thoughts, how we feel. So let's just set that intention. Any energy that's not you, we're sending down through that grounding cord and into the earth. See if you notice anything. If nothing comes, that's okay. But sometimes something may come up or you might feel it in a certain place in your body. Nothing is wrong. Everything is right. Just release, let go, and use that intention. Tell your energetic body anything that's not mine, go down that grounding cord. And just know that any pain you're experiencing in your body, that's not yours. So let's just release that down through the grounding cord, out of our field. We are constantly taking on energy and exchanging energy with people, places, things. We're happiest and healthiest when we're just in our own body, running our own energy. So just use that intention, any energy that's not yours, down that cord. This grounding tool is so important. It gives us ownership and control of our body, releasing any energy that's not ours down that cord. You can use this cord anytime that you want, sitting on your couch, at your desk at work. We never want to be holding on to energy that's not ours. And just know any of this energy that we're sending down that cord will be transmuted and go back to where it belongs. Perfect. You're doing so good. Next, I want you, no matter where you are, to bring your awareness and bring that into the center of your head, right behind your eyes. This space behind your eyes is the driver's seat of everything. This is where we're running everything from. So I just, again, bring that awareness and move into the center of your head. This is the space we'll find whenever we go to meditation, whenever we go into trance, or whenever you're using your tools. This space belongs to you and you alone. This is your space of observation and limitless creation. Claim this center of the space. Own it. And you can do that by just saying hello to yourself and bringing that awareness to that center. You can say hello, say your name, say it internally, say it out loud. And using your intention, if there's any energy that's not yours in that center space, just send it down that grounding cord and down into the earth. Next, we're going to move our awareness above our head and we're going to create a golden sun. You can use this golden sun for multiple things. First, we're going to call back our energy, but we can also call in other energies that we want. This is a container for energy to be collected before taking it into your space. So let's use our intentions, either visualize or sensing that golden sun. And what I want you to do is write your name in that golden sun. And your name is a special magic magnet that's going to be calling all of your energy back. Let's start calling all of your energy back in that golden sun. Wherever, whenever you may have left it throughout space and time, let's call all of that energy back. Notice if there's any colors coming into the golden sun. Those different colors are energy. And remember, if you don't see it, you can sense it. However it comes to you, nothing's wrong, everything's right. Now let's call in some energy into that golden sun that helps you tap into your intuition. Do you notice any colors? Call in any energy that you want into that golden sun. Maybe it's self-love. Maybe it's focus. Maybe you want to call in motivation. Once that golden sun is full, what I want you to do next is bring the golden sun down to your head, crack it like an egg, and let it slowly fill your body, your chakras, and your aura. Notice how it feels to fill yourself up with the energies in the sun. Once you're filled, you can open your eyes and come out of meditation. If you're feeling lightheaded at all, just simply tip forward and shake your head, or you can wiggle it out. So just to review the first three tools, we learned how to get in the center of our head where we're supposed to be in our body. We learned grounding cords, and that's how we release energy from our body, chakras, and aura. And then golden sun, and that's how we add the energy back to our body, our chakras, and aura, and call our energy back. And just another thing about grounding cords and golden suns. Think of the grounding cords as releasing, and the golden sun is how we fill back in. And you can use these tools however you want. So if you want to work on releasing self-hatred, right? And then pull in self-love. Whatever you want to do, just make sure once you're releasing that you're filling back up. But you can use your intentions to use this tool to address any specific problem you want to address. Maybe you want to get rid of anxiety. Then you want to call in peace, right? Maybe you want to release self-doubt, and that's when you pull in self-belief after. You can use these tools for anything that you want. But just remember, always after we want to release, we want to fill back up because that space will fill back up. And so we want to have control over what we fill that space back up with. So next we're going to talk about energy. And in this training, there's just two types of energy, energy that's you and energy that's not you. In this training, we don't do positive and negative. There's energy that's yours and there's energy that's not yours. So in this training, we're going to be talking about sensing energy, right? And you already sense energy, you just might not fully realize it. And so this training is talked about on a clairvoyant level, which clairvoyant is clear seeing. So when you're seeing colors, that's going to be a frequency or vibration. When you're seeing a picture, that's going to be information. And then you may sense clairaudiently, and that is clear hearing, or the clair cosmic. Sorry, I cannot. My dyslexia, I can't pronounce cos, co, clair cognizant. I'm going to be able to say it perfectly one day. That is clear knowing. So sometimes you just know it, right? We've all had those different feelings, right? Where it comes through and you just know it, right? So that's that clear ability, that clear knowing. So when it comes to sensing information, it's always going to be the first thing that comes to you, right? It's the first thing that comes every single time. And so, in this training, right, the color blue, when I see blue, it might mean something else to me than it does to you, right? And that's when you can ask, what is this color representing? Maybe you'll just feel and you'll know it. Maybe you'll hear it, right? But it can mean a different thing for you than it does for me. And so part of this training is just learning yourself, learning to trust yourself, and seeing what comes up for you. And if you're ever stumbling with that, right, and nothing's coming to you, have amusement, start laughing, and just use your intentions to ground anything down through that cord that's getting in your way. You were simply just the observer. And also to keep in mind, sometimes things can change. So it's always just the first thing that comes to your awareness. And again, nothing is wrong. Everything is right. Go with the first thing that comes. That is what it always is. It's just we get in our own way and think we can't do it. So whenever you have that moment where it's not coming to you, just release, let go, push out anything that's getting in your way down that grounding cord. There are 3 colors in this training that are going to be set in stone, but all of the other colors will always just be whatever comes to you and whatever it means to you. But the 3 colors that are defined in this training is black energy. Black energy is simply someone else's energy. White is unconscious energy. And gold energy is the supreme being energy. That is the highest energy. And in this training, I use supreme being. You can call it God, spirit, universal energy, whatever resonates with you. So when you see that black energy, it's not negative, it's not positive, it's simply energy that's not you. So white energy, that unconscious energy, have you ever driven somewhere and you realize you blinked it out your entire way there? That's like that white unconscious energy. Like, have you ever walked into a room and completely forgot why you walked in there? In those moments, we become unconscious. You might think of white energy as a blind spot. And that gold supreme being energy, that is just the highest energy. And so when I say supreme being, whatever that is to you, the highest of the highest energy in the universe, ever resonates with you, that is what it is. You don't have to think of it as a being. You may just think of it as an energy, right? Just remember, this teaching applies to whatever resonates with you. It's the highest level of vibration that we are able to see clairvoyantly and feel, right? We use gold energy to heal. If you sit with a supplemental meditation every day, black and white energy will leave your field and go down through that grounding cord, and then we'll bring in that gold cosmic energy in to bring healing. And once we get to the third class, that's where you'll meet your healing master and guide. You'll be using your healing master to move this energy for you. And when we're working on other people, we never want to be moving the energy ourselves because then they can take on our energy. And so whenever you're working on others, you will be using a healing guide to do that because we never want to be giving people our energy. We always want to hold on to our own energy. And before we get to that point where we can work on other people, we have to learn how to control our own energy. We have to make sure that we are able to keep our energy safe. We have to make sure that we're not taking on others' energy. And we have to make sure that we're also protecting them from taking on our energy as well. So we're going to do another meditation, and this is where we're going to learn how to control our energy. So again, take a seat, feet flat on the ground, hands in lap, palms facing up. Take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just let go. Perfect. Now we're going to move into the center of the head, and we're going to take that grounding cord we created earlier and drop it, unhook it, release it into the center of the earth. We're going to recreate a new grounding cord. You can create it whatever color, texture you want. Just make sure it's not white or black, but any other color of the rainbow. Once you have that grounding cord created, you're going to pull it up over that first chakra and tuck it over your belly button, just like a sock. We're going to drop the other end of that grounding cord down into the earth, going deeper, deeper, deeper. And once we get to that center of the earth, I want you to take that grounding cord and plug it in. Using our intentions, let's press that button, activate that grounding cord, and just release and let go. Now, from the center of your head, I want you to use your awareness, go back down into the earth, deep down, keep going at least 2 miles deep. And then what I want you to do is you're using your intentions for the perfect earth energy. The perfect earth energy that helps you tap into your intuition. And once you get that energy, I want you to slowly pull it up using your intentions, bringing it up to the bottoms of your feet, slowly washing those off, opening those chakras on the bottom of our feet. And then we're going to slowly pull those up to the ankles, circle it around the ankle joints, pull that earth energy up the calves, circle it around the knee joints, bringing it up the thighs, circling around the hip joints. And then we're going to send that energy down the grounding cord. And using our intentions, we're going to have that earth energy circle in a loop up through our feet, up our legs, and down that grounding cord. What color is the energy that you're pulling up? Notice what you notice. Maybe you get a feeling. So next, from the center of our head, we're going to go to the edge of the universe and acknowledge the Supreme Being, the highest energy, God, Spirit, whatever you prefer to call it, Daddy Universe. I like to visualize it as a big star, and I just want you to say hello. What are you seeing or sensing? Is it a color? Is it a person? What does it look like to you? What does it feel like to you? What do you sense it as? And remember, this can change, so you don't have to memorize anything. Next, we're going to ask the Supreme Being for the perfect cosmic energy for you, an energy that helps you tap in to your intuition. You're going to pull that energy down as an energetic cord, and you're going to fill up that seventh chakra right above your head. Once that chakra is filled, I want you to let the energy slowly come down your back, down the two back channels, down the neck, branching into 4 channels, running down the back, and then back to 2 channels at the base of your spine. This cosmic energy will then flow down through that first chakra into the grounding cord, into the center of the earth. Using our intentions, let that energy continue to flow through the crown chakra and down that grounding cord. Notice, what color is this energy? What color do you see? What color do you feel? What color do you know? And just remember, this will change every time you do it. Ask what this color means to you. And remember, when you're doing this on your own, you can call in any energy that you want, not just cosmic energy that helps you open your intuition, right? When you're practicing this on your own, use this for what exactly you need that day, at that time, in that moment. Next, using our intentions, we're going to go to that first root chakra. And using our intentions, we're going to create a blend of energy, 90% of the cosmic and 10% of the earth energy, and start having that mix blend in that root chakra with the rest of the energy continuing to go down that grounding cord. Then we're going to take this blend and slowly pull it up our front channels, up our chakras. We're going to bring it up, 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 all the way through the center of our head, finally fountaining out, filling our chakras, our aura, our body, and just filling us up. And just notice what you notice. This fountain falls through the aura, knocking free anything from the aura that is not needed or wanted, releasing down that grounding cord. Let's just give that a second to flow. And then next, we're going to move our awareness to that fifth chakra right at our throat. Using our intentions, we're going to ask for 15% of that earth and cosmic energy blend. And we're going to push it down each of our arms with a fountain out of our palms. This is our creative channels. We're going to give this a second to run. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to call in that golden sun above our head. Call in any energy that you would like. Once that golden sun's filled, you're gonna crack it like an egg above your head and slowly fill your aura, filling your chakras, body and aura, giving back to yourself. Once you're done, you can come on out, open your eyes. If you're feeling too full, bend over, shake it out, do a little wiggle. When you are sensing colors and images in meditation, you're using your pineal gland in the center of your head. Your sixth chakra plugs right into this gland. And so when we use it to see colors and images, the gland uses the nutrient lecithin. It's found in soybeans and egg yolks and dark chocolate. So if you have any dark chocolate, it is so helpful. And for me, I remember the first time my pineal gland felt sore after practicing, and it's such a weird sensation because it's just in the center of your head and you're just not used to feeling sensations there. But it's also great to have open up your intuition. So it's so great for that pineal gland and that sixth chakra. So dark chocolate or cacao is great to have, and it'll really help you replenish, or you can take it before you hop into meditation. It really, really, truly does work. I took a while to pay attention because I was like, oh, what's a little piece of dark chocolate going to do? But it is a game changer. And now I have it between all of my sessions with clients, and it really, truly does work. And it'll really help you tap into your intuition. So now we're going to spend a little bit of time talking about information. So what are pictures? Pictures are essentially an idea, a memory, or thought in the energy field. So that could be in our physical body, our aura, our chakras, that has a lot of energy on it. The reason that we are calling them pictures is because we can clairvoyantly see them and read them, but essentially just think of it as information. We start storing pictures in our space even before we can speak our native language, and they program us to act and react in unconscious ways. So this can look like generational trauma, right? Our ancestors passed along a picture to tell us when we see a tiger that we should be scared and run, right? These pictures, they line up like dominoes, and they can get lit up, causing discomfort, anger, or pain, right? This is what a trigger is, right? Another example of a picture getting lit up, say, all of a sudden, something reminds me of my ex-boyfriend and I can't stop thinking about him. That is a picture getting lit up in my energetic field. So when I discuss pictures in this training, All I'm going to be going back to is just information, an idea, a memory, or a thought that's in our energy field. That is what a picture is. Another term that you guys will be hearing down the road when we're learning to read others' energy, right, is matching pictures. And that means the person that I'm reading is matching a picture or information or thought or an idea. And when that happens, your reading space can go unconscious, it can go white, and it can be hard to see. We'll go down this further once we learn how to do that. But that's what a matching picture, right? So, like if I was in a session and a specific trauma was coming up, right? And I had that specific trauma, if my reading space starts getting blurry, then I know that we're having a matching picture. And the great thing about matching pictures is whenever you're working on someone and you have that matching energy, when you're releasing it from them, you will release it from yourself as well. And so it becomes this beautiful experience when you're helping heal others, you're getting the exact same healing for yourself. So next, we are going to be going over the exploding rose tool. And so the exploding rose is just a metaphor. We use visualization in order to strengthen our intention. And so we use roses in this training. An exploding rose is an energetic vehicle that is used to move unwanted information or pictures from the energy field quickly. We can use it when we're in meditation, we're in trance, we're out of trance. You can be using this when you're at the park, at work. You can use this wherever. You don't have to be sitting in grounding and meditation. And it is a great tool if you're ever feeling overwhelmed. But we're also going to be able to easily clear things that we don't want out of our space. What you do is I have you visualize the rose and we want to imagine that it's sticky. And then we want to run that through our energetic fields and we can use our intentions to program it, looking for specific pictures, energy, or information. We can use different colors to vibrate at different frequencies. You can use the rose in a specific space in your body, maybe where you're having some discomfort. You can use it for one of your specific chakras that you're working on. The sky really is the limit with these, and I use these all of the time, and they are so helpful. And it seems so simple, right? Just visualize a rose and run it through my space, right? It's all about opening yourself up, believing in yourself, not blocking yourself. And it really, really does work. And the more you practice, the stronger your intention, the better it works. And once we move the rose through our space, collecting any energy in our field that we don't want there, what we do next is push it far, far, far out of our field. You put a little firecracker under it or whatever you want to visualize, but you just want to explode that rose. No petals, no stem, no leaves, not even ash. Poof, gone. You can do this whether you're running energy or not, but the best energy to run while moving pictures and information and energy out of your space is amusement because it expands our energy field. It can be really hard to use our intention when we're feeling fear, frustration, anxiety, impatience. That can all collapse the energy field and make it difficult to release into the exploding roses. So if you're ever having a moment when you're feeling any of those things, that's when you want to start with that grounding cord. And when you're pulling up that earth and cosmic energy, call some amusement into that energy and make it easier for you to just stay more grounded, right? use that energy, that cosmic and earthen energy, combined with calling in amusement to help you get into that state. So now we're going to practice running those sticky roses through our space. So I want you to have your feet on the ground, hands in your lap, palms up, eyes closed. Get in the center of your head. Take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Perfect. I want you to drop your current grounding cord. And then we're going to create a new grounding cord. I want you to pull it up for your first chakra and hook it over that belly button. Drop the other down, deep, 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 deep into the earth. And once you get there, I want you to plug that grounding cord in. Once you're ready, use your intention to press that button and turn the grounding cord on and just release and let go. We're going to call up that perfect earth energy up through our feet, up our legs, and down that grounding cord. And using our intentions, have that earth energy keep going. We're going to pull that cosmic energy down through that crown chakra, down our back channels, and have it meet our grounding cord. Next, we're going to take that perfect blend, 10% earth, 90% cosmic, in that root chakra. We're going to pull that up our front channels, fountaining up, 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 out, and spilling into our aura. And then we're going to take that 15% blend from our fifth chakra, that throat center. Have it go down your arms, fountaining up out of your palms. And now I want you to visualize a red rose in front of you. And if you don't see it, that's fine. Just feel it or just know that it's there. We're going to make this red rose sticky. And I want you to use your intentions to program that rose to pick up any pictures or information that can block your intuition. So now, using our intention, run that sticky rose through your chakras and aura, collecting as much pictures and information that it can. And once you're done, push it far, far, far out of your fields. A little firecracker on it, under it, blow it up. Poof, it's gone. And we can come on back. That's all we got to do. And remember, you can set intentions. And just remember, we don't have one picture of one thing, right? If I'm thinking about my ex-boyfriend, right? How many pictures do I have stored of my ex-boyfriend, right? And so we can't just get things out with one swoop, right? We're going to have to keep working on it. But whenever you're using these roses, when you're in a state of stress or anxiety, right? Always remember to call in that amusement energy, right? Because it's really hard for us to use our intentions when we're feeling these really strong emotions. And in those moments is when we need to clear it out the most. So calling in that amusement, laughing when you don't feel like laughing. You can use that golden sun before you get started. Pull in that amusement energy. Fill yourself up. It really does help. The great thing about using these exploding roses is it can also help get energy out of you that's not you, right? And in quick situations. So you don't have to be grounded in meditation, right? You can be sitting on the couch watching the news. If you're seeing something and you right? Feel something in your space, you can use these roses just using your intention, right? Just use those roses, run it through your space, explode it. You don't have to see it. And it really, really does help. And you can start using them intentionally to call out specific things. If you're working on a trauma, you're working on an illness, right? Just keep using these roses and you can slowly, slowly chip away. If you're in a situation where you're taking on someone else's stress, right? That's the perfect time to use it. Just use these to get all of that energy, pictures, information out of your field. So just remember, there's two types of energy and information, yours and not yours. So as we use our tools to become more us, we need a way to keep the energy and information for other people from getting into our space. So this next and final tool will help you do just that, and that is the protection rose. So it has three different names: protection rose, separation rose, decoy rose. And the point of this rose is to restrict energy coming into our aura, going into our chakras, and throughout our physical body. So what we do is we create a huge 10-foot rose and make the blossom our favorite color. And then we position the rose on the outside of our aura and give it a grounding cord. And then finally, we add a picture, our own image. So I like to visualize a picture of 5-year-old little Priscilla smiling. But on an energetic level, people will think it's you. And so once we create this rose, right, what we do next is we create a rose for every color of the rainbow. When we create a different color, which is just a vibration, if people see you differently, then they'll connect to that different color. For example, my parents don't see me the same way that you do. And so the energy coming at you will hit the rose and ground into the earth before piercing your aura. Too much energy will finally destroy the rose. So you're going to want to recreate this every day in meditation. And once we're done with those roses, just like with those exploding roses through our space, when we're done with our protection roses, we'll want to push them far out of our space and explode them, just like those protection roses. So now I'm going to do a meditation and guide you through how to set these up. So you're going to start in that chair, feet on the ground, hands in your lap, palms facing up. Take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. I want you to get into the center of your head. Drop that current grounding cord and let it go into the earth. We're going to create a new grounding cord and you're going to pull it up like a sock over that first chakra and hook it over your belly button. We're going to let the other end of that grounding cord go deep, deeper, deep into the earth. And then we're going to plug that in. Once you're ready, use your intentions. Turn on that button, activate that cord, start letting go. We're going to call in earth energy up through our feet, up our legs, and down that grounding cord. We're going to pull that cosmic energy through that crown chakra, down our back channels, meeting that cord. We're going to take that perfect blend using our intentions, 90% cosmic, 10% earth. We're going to bring it up those front channels, all the way up, fountaining out of our crown, spilling into our aura. And then we're going to start with pick your favorite color, vision a 10-foot rose right outside of your aura. And then I want you to visualize a picture of you on the outside of your rose. And then I want you to take that stem and plug it deep into the earth, grounding that cord. And next, I want you to visualize the rest of the roses, every single color of the rainbow, and again, your picture on the outside of each of those roses. Have the stems ground deep, deep into the earth. The more you practice these, the better you'll get at them. And it's all about just using your intention. And so, if you are someone that is in a practice and meeting with clients, I would recommend refreshing the roses between each of your sessions. And this will keep it so your clients aren't connecting to your energy. So these protection roses are perfect for anyone that's meeting with patients or clients, right? Because they'll feel connected to you, right? That's why we're putting that image on the outside of the rose, but you won't be taking on any of your energy. And so it takes practice and intention, right? And once you get good at them, it's something you can just do at the beginning of the day. But I would recommend refreshing these between each of your clients, and it's going to help you keep from taking on that energy. Another way that we're able to use these roses is a separation rose. So we can use this separation rose just like a sticky rose. And so if you are ever feeling someone's energy, or you get off a nasty phone call, or just even a phone call where you feel someone's energy, right? You can use these roses using your intention to disconnect your energy from people. So essentially, you're using these roses to cut any energetic cords. And so this is really, really helpful if you're ever having a situation where maybe, a client keeps popping into your head. That's a sign that you're still connecting to their energy. Anytime someone is just popping into your head, you're connecting to their energy, whether it is to a picture or you're actually creating that cord. So you can be using that sticky rose, whether you're taking away that cord or it's that picture that's popping up. And then when you're done, you just push it out of your space and explode it. If you guys have any other questions about these tools, you have my phone number. Please reach out. I'm here to answer any questions you have. Next week, it's going to be really fun. We are going to be going over the highest self and how that works, how we can connect to our highest self, and also manifestations, because our highest self is, I like to think of, they're the video game writer, and we kind of got a little disconnected and we're down in the video game, right? And our highest self is the one writing the game, right? And so when I say writing the game, they're creating contracts for us. And so when we're manifesting, essentially all we're trying to do is get our highest self's attention to create the contract for our manifestation, right? And so we're going to learn how to directly communicate with our highest self. And part of the things that can get in the way of us manifesting things is ourselves, our negative thoughts, our beliefs, our energy. If we think we don't deserve something, that can block us from receiving. Other people can block us from receiving, people that don't believe in us, people sending us negative energy, right? And so we're going to learn how to put together a manifestation where we're going to work on targeting, releasing energy of ours and others that are blocking our way. Another thing we're going to get into is karma and soul contracts and how karma works. So with karma, right, with our past life, lessons don't need to be difficult, right? But it's the fear that we're projecting onto them that can make it difficult. So a lot of times these bigger contracts, these main contracts, lessons, experiences we wanted to learn, a lot of times we'll have a past life where we had that same contract and we failed. And so something bad happened in order for us not to complete it, right? And so we'll be carrying that energy and projecting on there. And so that's what makes it hard. And so we can learn how to release those and let those go, right? And make it so completing our contracts aren't painful and make them more smooth. So I can't wait to get in that. It's one of my favorite topics. And for me personally, I think it is one of the most beneficial and just gets you moving forward faster. So we're going to go deep into that when we're going to be practicing our manifestations. So if you have any questions, please reach out and I will see you guys next week. For anyone that joined this as one of the free classes, this course also does include a deep dive healing energy session, and that is $177 value. So it's almost like you're getting the class for free, and there is time to still sign up, obviously. And if you can't make the live class, we have the recordings as well. And we will be starting those group healings in week 3. And our first group healing is going to be where we're releasing any blocks we have when it comes to money and receiving. And so that'll be coming up soon. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. And for everyone else, I will see you next week.